Wow, this is definitely classic Fortnite. Look at that look. I thought they at least remastered the game to make it look more modern, like a modern. But I'm guessing it's a good thing that they didn't, because this is the classic look of the Fortnite games. How it used to look. So yeah, I can understand why they wouldn't have did that. They could have easily upgraded the visuals to make it look like how Fortnite looks now. Ugly ass aliens. They look like they fucking butt naked, the naked aliens. I swear to God, there was one dude that pronounced aliens aliens. I shit you not. He said aliens instead of aliens. I'm like, what? That Portuguese song. No, I don't speak Portuguese. I know, because this came from Bruno Mars's this is a free unlock with the Bruno Mars pass, the music pass. They have more free tracks than I thought it had. I was like, wow, another one? Cool. Can't get enough music. Yeah, so I get a skin unlock with this one. And I also get some V-Bucks. I think I get up to 1,000 V-Bucks. So I am getting something back. Even if I wasn't, I'm happy to purchase in Fortnite, man. It brings me a lot of joy to play it. I'm very late to the Fortnite game, like amongst others. Amongst a lot of people that still get into Fortnite. Yeah, they may be losing players, but they also gaining players too. So people are actually coming in for the first time and playing it. Some may not stick around, and some do stick around. I'm the ones that stuck around though. Happy about that. Yep. Can you imagine? I'm playing a game where I get to kill individuals young enough to be my children. What joy is that, right? Oh, joy. And I just was wrapping my head around that shit as I was preparing for this stream. I'm like, wow, that's something to think about. Yeah, I'm an old head, man. I'm a fossil. But I can make myself sound much younger, man. You like me to sound like this? I already don't sound my age, you know what I'm saying? People like, I didn't know you was that old. You sound much younger. Yeah, I guess I do. I sound like I'm 24 or like 22 years old, man. Yeah, I'm 22, man. Yeah, my voice just got deep, you know? Yeah, I used to love it, man. I used to love to have people guess my age. Oh, it's so much fucking fun, man. Oh my god, when they're wrong, I'm like, nope, you're way off. Oh, fun times. Fun times, bro. Oh, let's get this shit started without any further ado, man. Okay, save the world. There's multiplayer in this too, so I thought this was only single player. Yeah, they must purchase it too. Yeah, of course. That's why I don't think I'm gonna be playing myself anyway. I gotta install it. It don't take 30 years, man. Cause if I'd known this, I wouldn't have streamed it yet. I mean, I wouldn't have started the stream. I would have did it after installation. I didn't think I had to go through an install phase. Please be patient until content has been downloaded. It's gonna take 30 years. I'm definitely gonna be an old man by the time it's done. Damn it, man. I can't do anything else while it's installing either. So it's a max 4-player count? Wow. I should at least change the fucking song. The download phase. Oh well, too late for that. Oh man. Shit. There's a top fans option in this YouTube chat that I'm seeing now. I don't recall seeing that before. So you can actually show support. You can send them a live chat or a super chat. Oh, that's for them to do to me. I don't have super chat. Ugh. I guess it's trying to make it easier, quote unquote, to send super chats. I don't know. You know, I'm going to I don't know, man. I might look at some YouTube, man, while I'm waiting for it to install. It might take 30 years, man. What the fuck? I mean, I don't fucking know, man. I don't want to just have it stare at the fucking screen and shit. The evil YouTuber's iceberg. Damn, that's over 2 hours long? Damn. Evil YouTubers. Holy shit. I never wanted to watch the Twilight Zone. I just never wanted to watch that. But let's see. Put my comments up in case somebody come in. Two wins, 19 losses. Oh, this is something else. I don't know what to play, man. I see a lot. I have a lot of wrestling content popping up because I do watch wrestling content, but I don't even want to talk about it, man. Wrestling's so fucking bad. This is AEW. I don't want to talk about WWE. Okay, this is Eric Stoltz, the person who's going to play Marty Mcfly in Back to the Future. Um, they said that he caused a lot of. They're trying to be polite as possible. They don't want to say he's a complete asshole, but they would say that if they were free to say what they wanted. But the one who played Marty's mom, Lorraine, she says he was the type of person that caused a lot of friction within us. You know what I'm saying? And the dude that played the bully, he said he kept pushing him too hard, where it was actually hurting his collarbone. And he told him about it, but he didn't. And Eric Stoltz didn't seem to care. And that's only two people on the team that had an issue with him. That was just two of them. Not to mention, when Back to the Future 2 was coming out, the one who played Michael J. Fox's father, they had issues with him because it was about financial he wanted more money than they was willing to pay him to return to his role. So he pretty much ended up storming off the set or whatever the fuck. But this is about Eric Stoltz. This isn't about Crispin Glover. This is about Eric Stoltz, so we're gonna check this out. This is an interview he did back in the 80s, back then, when wasn't too long after Back to the Future 1 came out. So this is Eric Stoltz here. He's on some type of TV show. So here we go.
Is it true that you had the Michael J. Fox role in Back to the Future?
Yes, it is.
What happened?
Well, I used to have a great answer for this, that in the sequels, they would go back in time to the point when I was in the cast, and it would all become explained, but I can no longer give that answer. What happened was the director fired me.
Why?
He didn't like my work.
So they were well into the filming, or right at the start?
We were pretty far into filming, yes. He was very nice about, well, as nice as you can be when you're firing someone, but he said that I wasn't giving the performance that he wanted for his film, which I can respect.
How big a disappointment was that for you? You had to have a pretty good sense that this was going to be a box office success.
No, actually, I didn't. And I try not to think about how a film might perform at the box office. I think that's detrimental to performing. But it was devastating to me. I was a young actor. It was probably the worst thing that can happen to you in your career.
Do you ever get over, when I say you, I don't mean just you individually. Does any performer, you think, ever get over the fear of being rejected by a director, by a casting director, by the audience, by critics?
Sure. I think you do. I think people do constantly if you're at all healthy. I have, just in the fact that once you've been fired by, a huge boffo movie, what could be worse? What could happen to me in my career that could be worse than that? And somehow I survived that. And now I have, I think, a much better sense of myself. And I no longer have a lot of those fears that I once did.
So probably a good thing.
But ultimately, yes, difficult medicine at the time, but...
What was the next thing you did right after that?
I went back to my acting class with Peggy Fury and Bill Traylor. And I studied for a year, and then I went to Europe and did 2 beautiful films that really meant something to me. And got back on the horse.
Now, you replaced Eric Stoltz.
Michael J. Fox now.
in the role of Marty McFly. How did you feel about that? I mean, presumably you were quite pleased to get the part.
Well, I had a lot of feelings. I had real mixed emotions about it. It is, in my way of thinking, the actor's nightmare to just start a project and for something to happen and to have to leave it under whatever circumstance. I wouldn't want that to happen to me. But as I talked to Stephen and Bob Zemeckis and whatnot, I found it was a very mutual thing, and they were very compassionate, very understanding in the way that they dealt with him. And when I understood that after talking to them, that they weren't saying, well, dump this guy and you'll come in or whatever. It was just they spoke very highly of Eric, and that impressed me, and that made it an easier thing for me to step into.
See, Eric didn't talk about that the issue that some of the cast and the people working on the film had issue with him personally because he was just a rough person. I think Crispin Glover was worse though. I think he was worse than Eric as far as pushing your buttons. You know what I'm saying? But Stoltz was also that type. Like they have to be polite in their interviews when they talk about him. They can't just say he's a fucking full of shit. He's an asshole. You know what I'm saying? They can't say all that. So they have to be as polite as possible in interviews. And I mean, the one who played Lorraine, I can't remember her real name. I can't remember her name. She said he caused a lot of friction. That was the best way, the most PG way to say somebody's an asshole. You know what I'm saying? But Eric Stoltz knows why. It wasn't just because he wasn't fit for the role. That was part of the reason why they let him go. They also let him go because he's a complete dick. It was. That's the truth right there. But you got some people that come in the comment section, like this person here, I'm going to read it. He says, according to the director and producers, it wasn't because Eric Stoltz did a bad job. Right? He did a good job. But they wanted a more comedic role, right? But it was because they wanted the role to be more comedic, and Eric wanted to do it seriously. And no, they wanted Michael J. Fox before they casted Eric Stoltz. They wanted him, but Michael J. Fox was tied up doing that Family Ties sitcom. He was tied up with that shit, and the person that was behind Family Ties, they wanted to let Michael J. Fox go. He had commitments to that and shit. And he was finishing, he had finished Teen Wolf as well, doing that. Which Michael J. Fox said he did not like that movie. I liked it, but he said he didn't like it. Fair enough. He's and but when they realized that Eric Stoltz was so bad and the vision wasn't being achieved by them, they was damn near done with the film by the time they dropped Eric. You know what I'm saying? They said, we're gonna try again. We're gonna pretty much beg for Michael J. Fox to come. You know what I'm saying? So they ended up getting him. I know they was really happy. But the thing was, Michael J. Fox had to pull in 2 shifts. He had to do, during the daytime, he had to do Family Ties. And during the nighttime, he had to do Back to the Future. To the like 5 a.m. in the morning. So the dude barely got any sleep. So he was basically juggling. It was a lot, man. But at the same time, he was happy to be a part of Back to the Future. He was happy that he was able to do it. He liked it doing that movie way more than Teen Wolf. Playing as Marty. And, the thing was, he had a good time. And that's what mattered. So, and that's that. Yeah, they didn't want Stoltz in the beginning. Like they could have. The reason why Stoltz got the roles because they couldn't get Michael J. Fox at that time. Yeah, they want him from the beginning. They finally got a chance to get him by working out a deal with the Family Ties producers. Exactly. Yeah, so Teen Wolf, even though he completed that movie before doing Back to the Future, the people behind Teen Wolf held it back once they found out he was doing Back to the Future. They held back so it would look like he did Back to the Future first, did Teen Wolf. In reality, he did Teen Wolf first, then Back to the Future. Found that very interesting. So let me see how this installation is going. What the hell happened? I hope I don't get bumped off. Why is it connecting? I know they put you in sleep mode if you're away for a certain period of time, but I wasn't away. I don't think I was away that long. I didn't think I was away that long though. So let me see what happens here. Now, I'm telling you, this latest season is it's got bugs in it. The last season had none of that shit, but people hated on it. But this one, people actually like it, but it's buggy though. But it's not game-breaking bugs though. How long is it gonna be? How long is it gonna take to connect? Wow, man. I don't think it should take this long. Oh no, man. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. I'm lost for words. I don't know what to do. I don't think it's supposed to take this fucking long. I bet you if I Google Fortnite stuck on connecting, I bet you I'm gonna find a lot of art. I bet you I'm gonna find a lot of pages where people have problems with have issue with that. I bet you it's gonna be like result after result, connect the issues, going back 3 years and shit like that. I want to see the installation bar. What the fuck? Why can't I see that? Is it still installing? Cause it looked like it was fully installed when I went back to the page. It looked like it was fully installed, but when I saw it. Well, I'm gonna search something right quick. So you have people reporting that the Save the World was stuck at 76%, 70%, 77% installed, 87% installed. Wow, I don't know what percentage it is because I can't see it. Stuck at connecting. Let me see if I can find something. Connecting to server, yeah. This is gonna be fun to watch. It usually indicates a connection issue. Try these troubleshooting steps. Verify your internet connection. What the fuck? I got internet on right now. That's why I'm fucking streaming. Jesus Christ. That's not it. Check the server status. No, the server status is fine. Ensure the Save the World option is enabled. What do you mean I was able to install it? I can't check nothing. Cause it's on connect. Cause it's just connecting. It's just saying connecting. There ain't nothing going on with that. Let me see. Open the Epic Games launcher. Wait. What nobody else see it on my home screen if it's... Oh, it's still downloading. I have to go to my fucking PS4 home screen. It's still downloading. But why am I seeing the connection screen instead of the installation screen? That's what I'm tripping on at. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. No. No. I have to wait that long? No way. How long I've been waiting so far for it? Oh, I'm not going to say the minutes. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. How long it is. This is insane. I can't believe my eyes. So the stream's been up for 30 minutes. I watched a 5-minute clip, commented on that one. This game has been installing for at least I could say 20 minutes, maybe 24 minutes, maybe it's been installing, and now it's telling me I have to wait. I'm not gonna say the minutes. It's insane. It's insane. And I believe it's because I got the application on. I wish I could install it without the application being playing because it takes longer to install if the application is playing. Because Sony made a big ass thing about it. You can install and play the game at the same time. While it's installed, you can play the game and say, yeah, but you have to wait much longer for it to download. What's up, y'all? 2 new faces. I can't do shit. I can't add nobody now. If I wanted to. I cannot believe I have to wait this long for this game to install. This is nuts. I'm about to cut the stream. I'm gonna cut the stream and I'm gonna stop the application. Because this the only explanation as to why it's gonna take this long. But I'm not waiting all this time for it to install. So I'm gonna stop it.